Hey there, beautiful people! Hope you're all doing great. At last, Wuthering Waves has officially drip-marketed Cartethyia. And wow, just look at her. She looks stunning. What do you all think about her design? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Today, we're diving into everything we know so far about Cartethyia, her gameplay, abilities, and expected release date. So, let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. First off, the basics. Cartethyia is a 5-star character who uses a sword and specializes in arrow-based attacks. But here's the twist. Like Queen Zany, she has 2 distinct forms, a younger form and an adult form. Now, when can we expect her release? According to current info, she's set to debut in Phase 1 of version 2.4, dropping around June 12th, 2025. If you haven't started saving your pulls yet, what are you even doing? Get those pity counters ready. Keep in mind, everything we're discussing is based on early leaks and speculation, so take it all with a grain of salt. In terms of her role, Cartethyia appears to be a main DPS with a strong focus on the arrow erosion mechanic. She's expected to have excellent synergy with Rover. So, if you've been ignoring them like an unread side quest, now's the time to start leveling up. Her gameplay is uniquely split across her 2 forms. In her base form, she performs 5 consecutive arrow strikes. She also has 2 different heavy attacks and 2 distinct skill sets, depending on her current form. When she activates her Resonance Liberation, she shifts into her adult form, and with that, her entire kit changes. Basic attacks, skills, and even her combat animations get a complete overhaul. Now, here's the juicy part. In her adult form, her 4th basic attack consumes arrow erosion stacks to deal bonus aerial damage and generate Forte stacks. Her skill also changes dramatically between forms. In her base form, Cartethyia leaps into the air and unleashes an AoE burst of arrow energy. You can combo this skill perfectly after her 3rd basic attack. But in her adult form, her skill hits with huge AoE damage, consumes 2 arrow erosion stacks, and grants additional Forte circuit stacks. Everything in her kit seems to build toward one moment, her Resonance Liberation. When triggered, she transforms, stuns nearby enemies with a burst of arrow energy, and performs a dramatic mid-air animation. While airborne, pressing her basic attack launches a powerful dive attack, reverting her back to her base form. Let's talk about her aerial mechanics, because this is where Cartethyia truly shines. She can dodge mid-air, chain into aerial combos, and reposition on the fly. If you love high mobility, flashy gameplay, she's going to be your next favorite character. And then, there's her Forte system, a unique mechanic that likely doesn't rely much on base attack stats. Instead, her damage seems centered around stacking and consuming arrow erosion to unleash devastating special attacks. Once she builds up 4 Forte circuit stacks, you can hold her resonance release to unleash a massive AoE slash that always crits, hits multiple times, and resets her form. Don't forget her intro and outro skills either. When she enters the field, she creates a small windstorm and gains extra resonance energy. But when she leaves, especially while in her adult form, she detonates all arrow erosion stacks on enemies, dealing massive crit damage and increasing the damage they take for 30 full seconds. If she exits while still transformed, the explosion is even bigger, treating each stack like a miniature nuke. We don't have enough data yet on her sequences or advancement mechanics, so we'll skip that for now. Let's talk team comps. Cartethyia is expected to pair perfectly with Rover and Ciaconna. Rover brings erosion stacks and buffs, while Ciaconna serves as a support, sub-DPS. Cartethyia ties it all together beautifully, kind of like Phoebe does for Zany. But here's the kicker. Unlike Zany, Cartethyia isn't tied down by rigid team restrictions. That means more freedom in your builds and more room to experiment. Now, Her signature weapon looks custom-made for her kit. The main stats are ATK and crit damage, but the real value is in the passive, boosting both arrow erosion damage and resonance liberation damage with each hit. Stack it up to 4 times, and she also gains 20% def penetration. The base ATK might be low, but the crit and arrow-based scaling more than make up for it. And that's everything we know so far. Cartethyia is shaping up to be an incredible DPS, and I seriously can't wait to try her out. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're an absolute legend. Thanks for watching.